The Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl is a statewide celebration of scholarship. This tradition has been testing students' knowledge and highlighting future leaders since 1985. Thank you to everyone who participated in Quiz Bowl this year, and congratulations to those who have made it to the finals today. Here's a question to get you started. What city served as the first capital of the Arkansas Territory?
Live from the Arkansas PBS studios in Conway, it's Quiz Bowl 2024. Right now, we have the 4A state championship featuring the Trumann Wildcats and the Arkadelphia Badgers. Let's meet the teams.
I'm Noah Clayton. I am a junior at Trumann High School and the co-captain of this team, and who you think you are, I am.
I'm Evan Trout of Trumann High School. I am a senior and co-captain of the Trumann High School Quiz Bowl team. Solo Deo Gloria.
My name's Asher Smith. I'm a junior at Trumann High School, and the gods are here too.
My name's Sam Hatcher. I'm a sophomore at Trumann High School, and big-time players make big-time plays.
My name's Quentin Busby. I'm a junior at Trumann High School, and in the words of King Solomon, wisdom is the principal thing.
Hi, I'm Emily Williams. I'm a junior at Trumann High School and Los Wildcatsen.
My name is Ann Biggers. I'm a sophomore from Trumann High School, and I'm so skinny.
Hi, my name is Jackson Rodden, and I'm a sophomore at Trumann High School, and let's go Wildcats.
My name is Jonah Pledger. I'm a sophomore at Trumann High School and Trumann Tough.
Hi, my name is Gage Cubitt. I'm a sophomore at Trumann High School, and I'm a straight-up hottie.
Hi, I'm Tabitha Tyler. I'm a junior at Trumann High School, and go Cats.
Hello, I'm Colin Busby, and I go to Trumann High School, and I'm Quentin Busby's little brother.
I'm Maverick Atkins. I'm the manager of the Trumann Quiz Bowl team, and striving of success makes winners. Dreaming of it don't.
I'm Josh Duggins. I'm the co-coach of the Trumann High School Quiz Bowl team, and this is 5 years of long and hard work in the making.
My name is Chase Fowler. I'm a co-coach for the Trumann High School Quiz Bowl team. We've beaten the odds, beaten the expectations, and now we're here to set the right perception for our school and our region. Go Cats.
Hi, my name is Sullivan Jones. I'm the captain of their Arkadelphia Quiz Bowl team, and I've got a lot of thank yous, but just not enough time. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sawyer Grimm. I'm a senior, and there's something you should know.
I'm Batman.
Hi, my name is Jake Gables. I'm a senior, and I was going to make a pizza joke, but it was too cheesy.
Hello, I'm Lucas Burrows. I'm a senior, and I'm still wondering who saw a cow and decided, man, I'm going to drink from that.
Hi, my name is Carson Lewis. I'm a senior at Arkadelphia High School. I'm missing an orchestra rehearsal for this, and nobody knows you're wearing London socks until you say it on live TV. Thank you.
Bryce Martin, junior, body built by Sour Patch Kids.
Hello, I'm Jared Campbell, a junior at Arkadelphia High School, and I'm the best man the sidelines have ever seen.
My name's Emily Babb. I'm a junior, and I'm just glad we made it past the semifinals.
Hi, my name is Julia Greenwich, and I'm a junior at Arkadelphia High School. Da lui, per mezzo di lui, e per lui sono tutte le cose.
I'm Daisy Page. I'm a junior, and in the words of Lorelai Gilmore, this is a jumbo coffee morning.
Hi, I'm Timothy Lavar. I'm a sophomore, and insert quote here. What does that mean?
Hi, I'm Esther Campbell. I'm a freshman at Arkadelphia High School, and I was born with a big brain, literally.
Hi, I'm Courtney Foster. I'm a senior, and Mama said alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush.
My name is Grant Reimers. I'm one of the coaches of Arkadelphia High School. I'm proud of my team, and I'm excited to watch them play.
My name is Steve Patterson, and not only am I the quiz master for Arkansas, I'm also lucky enough to be the coach of the greatest quiz bowl team in Arkansas.
My name's Beverly Slavens, and I'm teaching English at Arkadelphia. I'm particularly fortunate to be with these exceptionally entertaining, somewhat quirky, really quirky kids. It's a privilege to be a Badger. Hi, Mom.
Well, we have 4 rounds of questions before we find out which of those teams will be taking home the 4A Quiz Bowl Championship. Let's get started with round 1, a 20-question toss-up round. To do that, we're going to turn it over to our quiz master for this match, Greg Cooper. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Thank you, Christine, and it's a pleasure to be here for today. This match, Steve, I get to be the quiz master. So we're going to go ahead without any further ado and get started with round 1.
Round 1.
And question number 1 of round 1 is math computation. What is the slope of f of x equals 4x squared plus 4 over x squared at x equals 2? Sawyer.
16 plus 1?
No. Time. I have 15. Question 2. This famous activist came from a Quaker home and fought for the abolition of slavery and women's suffrage. In 19... that's Quentin.
Susan B. Anthony.
Susan B. Anthony is correct. Question 3. Earthworms use a form of this as a mode of locomotion. In humans, it begins in one's throat after swallowing water or food. Name this Sawyer.
Undulation?
No. Name this involuntary muscle movement where Noah.
Epistasis?
No, it's peristalsis. Question 4. The title to this famous novel comes from a line in Walt Whitman's poem, Leaves of Grass. It features characters such as Dr. Aziz and the tiny in stature schoolmistress Adele Quested, as well as bigotry of the English toward their colonized subjects. Evan.
A Passage to India.
Is correct. Question 5. He was an experimental architect who was a leader of the deconstructivist movement. He was born in Canada but moved with his family to Los Angeles as a teenager. Name this architect known for such works as the Vitra Furniture Museum and Factory, the Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles, and the Guggenheim Museum... Evan.
Right.
No. And the Guggenheim Museum Bilbao in Spain. Sawyer.
Pang.
No, that would be Frank Gehry. Question 6. The Buttonwood Agreement was a group of 24 individuals who founded this famous U.S. financial institution and agreed to trade fairly with each other. Name this institution on Wall Street. Bryce.
New York Stock Exchange.
Is correct. Question 7. This 14th century English theologian's beliefs about predestination, the destruction... Sawyer.
John Calvin?
No. The destruction of icons and questioning the veneration of saints led to a group of followers that critics called Lollards. His teachings turned out to be a precursor to the Protestant Reformation. Name this man who wanted the Bible translated into the common language for people and created the first translation. Quentin.
Wycliffe.
Wycliffe is correct. Question 8 is math computation. In trapezoid ABCD, angle A is an acute angle, while C and D are both right angles. If AB is 5 inches, BC is 6 inches, and CD is 3 inches, what is the area in square inches of the trapezoid? Evan.
24 square inches?
Yes. Question 9. This Massachusetts man educated himself by reading at the Franklin Town Library. His hard work got him into Brown University in 1816, a law degree in 1823, and a lifelong cause of education for all. Name this man who created a school for all, or the Common School, which led to him being called the father of American education. Quentin.
Webster.
No. Call time. That would be Horace Mann. Question 10. In linguistics and reading science, this speech unit cannot be further divided and comes in free and bound types. It is the smallest morphological unit of speech that has... Noah.
Phoneme?
No. Morphological unit of speech that has a meaning that can stand alone. Name this linguistic term for words like cat that apply to the English language. Sawyer.
Monosyllable?
No, that would be morpheme. Question 11. One of his major postulates was to refute the divine right of kings and that all men had inalienable rights. Jefferson edited his Life, Liberty, and Pursuit of Evan.
Locke.
Locke is correct. Question 12. This author wrote over 80 novels and short stories in her career. Her stories included such characters as Raymond West, Felicity Lemon, Superintendent Battle, Vera Claythorne, and Harley Quinn. Name this author of classics such as The Tragedy at Marsden Manor, The Lost Mine, Five Little Pigs, and Death on the Nile. Evan.
Verne.
No. Sullivan.
Christie.
Agatha Christie is correct. Question 13. He was an Austrian and Czech physicist and philosopher who studied the physics of shock waves. His criticism of Newton's theories of time and space were very similar to Einstein's theory of relativity, which would come a few years later. Name this man who came up with a number named for him that was the ratio between the speed of an object and the speed of sound. That today indicates the supersonic... Quentin.
Mach.
Mach is correct. Question 14. This Russian composer was part of the group known as the Five. He was an innovator during the Romantic period of music and tried to create a Russian musical identity. Name this composer whose works were based on Russian folklore, such as his piano suite, Pictures at an Exhibition. Carson.
Mussorgsky?
Yes. I'm glad you had to pronounce that and not me. Thank you very much. Question 15 is math computation. What is the value of 2024 squared minus 2023 squared? Sawyer.
2024?
No. That's time. It's 4,047. And I checked it last night. That is correct, by the way, because I thought that's not right. Question 16. This 2023 Top 10 video game homage to 1990s gaming has graphics that look like 16-bit. The game has two warriors with powers from the moon and sun fighting monsters unleashed by an evil alchemist. Name this Canadian Sabotage Studios game whose name is both watery and celestial. Noah.
Moon Knight.
No. Time, that'd be Sea of Stars. 17. Ned Mandrell died in 1974 and was the last native speaker of this language. Due to a linguistic revitalization effort, this Isle of Man language is making a comeback. Name this language that shares its name with a local breed of cat that has a mutation where its tail grows a nub or not at all. Noah.
Calico.
Nope. Sullivan.
Lynxian.
No, that'd be Manx. 18. This play won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in 1949. It is about a man who reminisces about his past and... Evan.
Death of a Salesman.
Yes. Question 19. This Cretan was born Dominicus Theotokos. He became a master artist at 26 and moved to Italy. Evan.
El Greco.
El Greco is correct. Why did you make me try to say that? And question 20. Its literary meaning is shadow of darkness, while in astronomy it is the central part of a sunspot. In the intelligence community, this word usually comes after top secret in documents due to those needing to be hidden in darkness. Name this term that is the fully shaded inner area of a shadow cast in the total face. Quentin.
Penumbra.
No. Sawyer.
Umbra.
Umbra is correct. Okay, right now we have, after the end of round 1, we have Trumann with 80, we have Arkadelphia with 40. We'll check for challenges and substitutions, and while we do that, let's check back over, throw it back over to Christina.
Okay, well, thank you, Greg. Now we are going to cut away briefly to do a bit of Quiz Bowl housekeeping, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more after this. And we are back. Looks like there were no challenges, so that means we get to continue. So we are going to head over back to the Quizmaster for round 2.
Thank you, Christina. We will start round 2 here. I'll give you a little explanation of round 2. The second quarter is our toss-up and bonus round. If you get a toss-up question correct, you win a bonus question for your team. Anybody at the table can answer the toss-up question. The answers to the bonus question will be given by Sullivan and by Noah. And with that, we'll begin. Oh, excuse me. Yes, and we have Daisy over here from Arkadelphia that's joined us. That little man in my ear told me that, so. So with that, we'll start round 2.
Round 2.
Toss-up question for everyone. Published in 1887 in Beaton's Christmas Annual and in a 1888 book, this mystery story was the first use of chemistry, ballistics, and bloodstains as tools of investigation. Name this novel that also first used a magnifying glass, a work by Sir Arthur... Evan.
A Study in Scarlet.
Yes, sir. And your bonus question, the first bonus question is small in Arkansas, big in other places. Given a clue about a major world city and another clue about where that same named town is near in Arkansas, provide the name of that city that is also a small town in Arkansas. St. Basil's Cathedral near Pine Bluff.
England.
Answer England?
No. Former Dutch name of Jakarta near Harrison.
Holland?
No. Bastille between Fort Smith and Russellville.
Paris?
Yes. Dome of the Rock near Morrilton.
Jerusalem?
Yes. St. Basil's Cathedral near Pine Bluff is Moscow. I think they say Moscow there. And former Dutch name of Jakarta near Harrison is Batavia. Toss-up number 22 is math computation. Some British clocks keep their internal time by reference to the wall electrical frequency, which is 50 hertz in the UK. If someone were to plug one of these clocks into an American outlet and it magically worked, our 60 hertz electricity would make the clock run fast. How long in hours and minutes would it take the clock to think 12 hours had passed? Sawyer.
14 hours and 24 minutes?
No. Evan.
10 hours.
10 hours is correct. Your second bonus question is non-aligned countries not with the U.S. or USSR in the Cold War. Given the name of a post-World War II leader, name the non-aligned country that the leader led. Josip Broz.
Czechoslovakia?
No. Jawahar Nehru.
India?
Yes. Gamal Abdel Nasser.
Egypt?
Yes. Sukarno.
Philippines?
Now that was Indonesia, and Josip Broz was Yugoslavia. Toss-up question for everyone. He composed several types of music, died penniless, and is most known for his epic operas. He composed in the Romantic period and revolutionized operas by including large, dramatic, and visual productions. Name this German composer, Evan.
Wagner.
Wagner is correct. The third bonus question is famous people with the same name. Given a short description or identifying event about two famous people who share the same name, provide the first and last names of these famous people. For example, he guided Britain through World War II, and he was a best-selling American author between 1898 and 1915. And the answer would be Winston Churchill. So here we go. Number one. Post-World War II British artist and founder of the scientific method.
Francis Bacon.
Yes. Writer-director of 12 Years a Slave and American cool 60s and 70s movie star.
Alex Haley.
No. Starred in Devil Wears Prada and wife of Stratford-upon-Avon author.
Meryl Streep.
No. Queen of England for 17 months who died after her son was born, and British actress known as TV's Medicine Woman. Answer, please.
Anne Boleyn.
No. That'd be Jane Seymour. Devil Wears Prada and Stratford-upon-Avon wife was Anne Hathaway, and writer-director of 12 Years a Slave and a cool 60s and 70s movie star is Steve McQueen. Back to our toss-ups. The first of these began an act supplementary to establish a uniform rule of naturalization and to repeal the Naturalization Act of 1798. Name this series of 4 acts the Federalists passed that tightened restrictions on foreign-born Americans and speech critical of the government. Sawyer.
The Alien and Sedition Acts.
That is correct. And the final bonus question. Okay, going to have a challenge. If you will, we'll toss it back over to Christina.
It looks like we do have a challenge that just came up, which means I get to introduce you to our Quiz Bowl expert, Bill Davis. I'm going to have you come on over. Good morning, Bill. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I'm impressed with this game that's going on.
Now, you said this is the first appearance for Trumann.
It is the first appearance, and you know, I've been watching really, really close. Watch the faces of these players. They don't act like they are first-time players.
Game face on.
Yes, and they're good listeners. And they've got a depth of knowledge. They're a good team.
Well,
they're going to be hard to beat. Let's talk about this challenge.
Yes, what do you think is going on
I'm
here?
not sure about the challenge itself, but in this quarter, you have to challenge, the coach has to challenge right after the toss-up. Yes, because if not, it will go to the bonus, and then that messes up the scoring. So what he's going to do, and it'll take 5 minutes, that's the max.
Okay.
The coach has to go up to the judges, present material. He can't just go to the judges and say, this is what I think or this is what I know. That won't work. And the judges will review it, and then within the 5-minute period of time, they will make a judgment and go back.
Okay.
I'm not sure this challenge will carry.
We just heard it's actually been withdrawn.
Okay.
So you are correct, sir.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see any or hear anything.
Sure, you know your stuff very well.
Well,
so.
not
Thank you for your insight. And
You're
with
welcome.
that, we'll go ahead and go right back to the Quizmaster for more.
Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Again, the challenge has been withdrawn, so we'll go ahead and ask the bonus question, the final bonus question of the round for Arkadelphia, which is authors and their works. So here we go. I'm going to give you the work, and you name the author. The Aeneid.
Virgil.
Yes. The Metamorphosis.
Franz Kafka.
Yes. The Portrait of a Lady.
Henry James.
Yes. The Magic Man.
Hemingway.
No, that would be Thomas Mann. That would bring us to the end of round 2. I'll go ahead and tell you what the categories and the descriptors are for round 3, which will be our lightning round. We have Pulitzer Prize winners in fiction. Given a Pulitzer Prize winning novel and the year of the award, provide the author of that work. We have chemistry. Given a compound, provide its chemical formula. For example, if given nitrous oxide, you would say N2O. And presidential superlatives. Given a superlative fact about a United States president, name the president. And with that, we'll give you a chance to discuss with your coaches, and we'll go to a break.
Welcome back. It is time for the lightning round. The teams have made their choices, so let's turn it over to our quiz master for round 3.
Thank you, Christina. Welcome back. Arkadelphia was behind after the end of the first half, so they got to choose first in the lightning round, and they chose presidential superlatives, and Truman got to choose second, and they chose Pulitzer Prize winners in fiction. So you'll have a minute to discuss, talk about, to get through these 10 clues. Sullivan, I'll be listening to you for the answers. Make sure you look at me, speak loudly and clearly so that I know you're giving me the answer. And it's again on presidential superlatives. Given a superlative fact about a United States president, name the president. First sworn in by a woman.
Woodrow Wilson.
No. First impeached twice.
Donald Trump.
Yes. Only president never elected.
Ford.
Yes. First who was divorced.
Trump.
No. First to be born U.S. citizen.
John Quincy Adams.
No. Ambidextrous president.
Buchanan.
No. First president of 50 states.
1957. Eisenhower?
Yes. Only president buried in Washington, D.C.
Harrison.
No. First with a phone on his desk.
Garfield.
No. Time. Didn't get a chance to answer that one. It looks like they'll get a chance to steal numbers 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, right, judges? Okay. First sworn in by a woman.
Obama.
No. First who was divorced.
Woodrow Wilson.
No. First to be born U.S. citizen.
Madison.
No. Ambidextrous president.
John Quincy Adams.
No. Only president buried in Washington, D.C.
Kennedy.
No. First with a phone on his desk.
JFK.
No. Okay, the first with a phone on his desk was Hoover. The only president buried in D.C. is Woodrow Wilson. The ambidextrous president was James Garfield. First to be born a U.S. citizen was Martin Van Buren. The first who was divorced was Ronald Reagan. And the first sworn in by a woman was Lyndon Johnson. All right, Truman. Same for you. Speak loud.
I defer answering to Evan.
Evan's going to be our captain for this round, so we're going to listen to Evan. Evan, speak loudly and clearly so that I can hear you. In Pulitzer Prize winners in fiction, given a Pulitzer Prize winning novel and the year of the award, provide the author of that work. 1986, Lonesome Dove.
McMurphy.
No. 1983, The Color Purple.
Walker.
Yes. 1967, The Fixer.
Mann.
No. 1973, The Optimist's Daughter.
Kundera.
No. 2015, All the Light We Cannot See.
Stahl.
Okay. Stall that round, so they'll give you the chance to steal numbers 1, 3, and 4. 1986, Lonesome Dove.
McMurdy.
No. (1967) The Fixer.
Malamud.
Yes. 1973, The Optimist's Daughter.
Sawbello.
No. Want to defer to the judges and make sure y'all heard the same thing that I did. Okay. In 1986, Lonesome Dove is McMurtry. And we had McMurphy over here and McMurdy over here, so it was McMurtry. And 1973, The Optimist's Daughter is Eudora Welty. So that'll do it for the lightning round. After the end of round 3, we have Trumann with 145, Arkadelphia with 105, and we'll check for challenges and substitutions. And while we do that, let's toss it back over to Christina.
Thank you, Greg. What a great match going on. Trumann holding the lead, but anything can still happen, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the Quiz Bowl State Championships. We are ready for the final round of our first match. Let's head over to the Quizmaster for more.
Thank you, Christina. Want to welcome you back. We have a substitution back in. Carson back in for Arkadelphia. Lost Timothy over there. Sorry I didn't say his name during while he was in, but we have Timothy out and Carson back in, which gets us. And with that, we'll begin round 4.
Round 4.
Just like round 1, 20 toss-up questions. Here we go. Question 31. For the earth, it takes place in early January and comes from the Greek, which means around the sun. Name this astronomical term for when the orbit of a planet or other celestial body is the closest. Evan.
Perihelion.
Perihelion is correct. 32. He was an Irish explorer during the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. On an expedition bound for the South Pole in 1916, his ship Endurance became trapped in the ice, broke apart, and led to a dangerous trip in a modified lifeboat to reach the South Georgian islands. Name this explorer who not only made it to South Georgia, but went back and saved all 27 of his men. Noah.
Shackleton.
Shackleton is correct. Question 33 is math computation. What is the indefinite integral of 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 over x squared with respect to x? Sawyer.
6x plus 4 minus 1 over 2x.
No. Time. Sorry, time. I have x cubed plus 2x squared plus 1 over x plus c. Question 34. This French novelist, essayist, and literary critic suffered from asthma during childhood and was said to be sickly, but he was able to enter military service and earned a law license and a degree in literature. Name this author of Pleasures and Days, In Search of Lost Time. Evan.
Proust.
Proust is correct. Question 35 is math computation. When rolling 3 standard D6 or 6-sided dice, what are the odds of rolling 17 or better? Sawyer.
1 out of 108?
No. Time. I have 1 out of 54. Question 36. This senator from Massachusetts was a strong pre-Civil War advocate against slavery. His most famous anti-slavery speech was the Crime Against Kansas, in which he denounced the Kansas-Nebraska Act. Name this senator who was beaten with a cane by Representative Preston Brooks in the Senate chamber because of this speech. Noah.
Clay.
No. Sullivan.
Rind.
Now that'd be Charles Sumner. 37. His observations are considered the foundation of bacteriology and Quentin.
Coke.
No. And protozoology. He was a lens grinder who began studying lower forms of life using his lenses. Name this man who was able to disprove those microscopic organisms. Bryce.
Von Leeuwenhoek.
Yes. 38. This pattern is found in several Afro-Cuban dances from the Santeria religion and was introduced to popular audiences in the 1950s by Cuban musician Enrique Llorin. Name this fast rhythmic dance that has two consecutive quick... Rice.
Salsa.
No. Has two consecutive quick steps with an onomatopoeia name and a later version that features an improvised triple step. Noah.
Mambo.
No, that would be the cha-cha. Or the cha-cha-cha. 39. Y'all would think I had read these questions before, would you? 39. This name dates to the 4th century BCE and is the oldest one known for Britain. It derives from the Latin word for white, likely for the White Cliffs of Dover. What is this ancient name for Britain? Evan.
Britannia.
No. Bryce.
Alba.
No, but so close. Albion. Question 40. He is attested in the Poetic Edda and Prose Edda that were compiled in the 13th century. This Norse god is said to have been bound to the right hand of Tyr. Name this monstrous wolf who devoured Odin. Sullivan.
Fenrir.
Yes. Question 41 is science computation. A sample of hydrogen is in a tank with a movable piston. Currently, the tank has a volume of 3 liters and is at 2 atmospheres of pressure and has a temperature of 300 Kelvin. If the volume is reduced to 1.5 liters and temperature increased to 450 Kelvin, what will be the pressure in atmospheres? Judgment, yes. Sawyer.
6 atmospheres?
That is correct. (42) Of the original 900 published, approximately 235 remain. It was first put together by 2 of William Shakespeare's colleagues. Printed in this titular format, name this collection of 36 of Shakespeare's plays that form the foundation of much of what we know about his work today. Evan.
The complete works of William Shakespeare.
No. Sawyer.
The Shakespearean collection.
No. The first folio. But I like both your guesses. 43. This event led to great tension between the United States and Great Britain during the U.S. Civil War. Jefferson Davis sent James Mason and John Slidell as envoys to get British and French recognition for the Confederacy. Name this incident that is named for the British ship the Confederate envoys were sailing on to get to England. Noah.
Trafalgar Incident?
No. Whatever quickly called time, it would be the Trent Affair. 44. This French author was born Armandine Lucille Aurora Dupin de Francochet, but is most well known by a pen name. This early feminist wrote over 70 novels and was also known for her affair with the composer Frédéric Chopin. What is the pen name of the author who routinely wore men's clothes and wrote Indiana? Bryce.
Langle.
No. Noah.
Jules Verne.
No, that would be George Sand. 45. At approximately 110 miles wide and about 12 miles deep, it is the second largest of its type, formed by a large asteroid impact on the Earth. Name this crater located on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Bryce.
Chicksa Club?
Yes. Question 46. It is the third largest city of the Levant, which borders the Mediterranean Sea and has a large population of Druze adherents. In 1983, 241 U.S. Marines were killed here by suicide bombers who drove truckloads of explosives into their secured area. Name this capital city of Lebanon. Bryce.
Beirut.
Beirut is correct. 47. Spanish artist Pablo Picasso painted many works such as Guernica and The Old Guitarist. This painting, measuring 8 feet high and almost 8 feet wide, was the largest Picasso had done by 1907. Name this Picasso work that features 5 prostitutes and Evan.
Les Demoiselles d'Avignon.
Yes, an excellent pronunciation as well. 48. This scientific study involves the scraping or brushing of tissues, collecting bodily... Bryce.
Histology?
No. Collecting bodily fluids, phlegm, or other tissues for examination. Name this branch of biology that is concerned with the structure and function of plant and animal cells. Noah.
Botany.
No, that would be cytology. 49 is math computation. If a function y equals 2 plus cosine of 2x has x measured in degrees, what is the first value of x greater than 0 for which y equals 1? Evan.
180 degrees.
No. Sawyer.
90 degrees.
90 degrees is correct. And question 50. Final question. Gaelic football and hurling fields are just a little bit larger than one of these. It is a non-SI metric unit of measurement, even though it is accepted in general use of land measurements. Name this metric measurement and unit that is used outside the U.S. for measuring parcels of land. Noah.
Hectare.
Hectare is correct. Okay, again, right now we have a score of Trumann 195, Arkadelphia 165. Coaches, do we have any challenges? Any challenges? We have no challenges. So Arkadelphia will be the 4A state runner-up. Trumann will be the 4A state winner. So we're going to take, again, congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. And we'll pitch it over to Christina.
Wonderful. Thank you, Greg, and congratulations to Trumann. We'll be right back after this, but first, let's take a moment to meet some students that we may very well see on this stage in a few years. Here are the 2024 Quiz Bowl Junior High MVPs and High Point players.
Sustaining membership is an easy, convenient, and affordable way for you to support the programs you love on Arkansas PBS. Sustaining members make an ongoing monthly contribution from either their checking account or credit card. Simply choose the monthly amount that fits your budget, and then call or go online and we'll set it up for you. Your donation will happen automatically each month, so your support will always be current. Need to make a change to your monthly gift? Just call or email us. You're always in control. Knowing we can count on a certain amount of revenue each month helps Arkansas PBS better plan for the future. Call or go online to start your sustaining membership right now.
Welcome back. I'm here with Carolyn Schrei and friends with Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association. Carolyn, we've got some awards to hand out, right?
Definitely do. Yes, we have for the winners of this game, which was really kind of getting pretty close there. If they'd had another 10 questions, it could have gone either way. But for the winners, we have over here Trumann. They need a plaque to take home first. We'll go with that. And then they need a copy of the check, which will come later because unfortunately that money hadn't gotten to us yet.
A round of applause for Trumann. Congratulations.
And we have an MVP of Evan Shrout from Trumann. Well, sort of. They're getting there. Okay. And the check will come as soon as we get it, which will not be long, hopefully. Absolutely. And then our second place team over here, Arkadelphia, tried hard, but they didn't quite beat them, so they're the second place team. They need a check, which is, of course, a nice copy to put on the wall for now. And your trophy you have, yes. And let's see, no, you don't have a person there. Okay.
A round of applause for Arkadelphia.
Okay. Which has been put on the screen, but the third place was Clinton and the fourth place Huntsville. The all-tournament team are Evan Shrout, as we already said, the MVP. Then we have Jacob Lewis, and Jacob is from Clinton and probably the HPP. It's kind of a close one, hadn't figured it totally out yet. The also Bryce Martin, Forsythia Williams. She is from Bauxite. The Logan Shoemaker from Huntsville. Noah Clayton from Trumann. Eric Duhan from Clinton. And Sawyer Grimm from Arkadelphia is a yes, definitely going to make it. So, okay, so that will be our competition all-star list, and I have the these two here, right? And that's for, isn't that the MVP and HPP? No.
Those are for the all tournament? All tournament?
Right, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, one more round of applause for all the players. Fantastic job and congratulations. Thank you so much, Carolyn. And with that, we have 1 down and 6 matches to go. Up next, we have the 5A state championship with Magnolia taking on Batesville. That's coming up in just a few minutes right here live on Arkansas PBS.